Hi Ish, hi Garrick. Thanks for the follow recently, Garrick. And Ish, I hope you're feeling a bit better and on the mend. We are about to start our month in Mountain Town, but we're traversing through Muskeg to get there, so that's going to be fun. And I'm in a cave and it's the middle of the night. I think I just tried to get the extra coal you get when you come back into this cave. Yeah, I think that's what I did. Let's try again to get that, because it wouldn't let me get that as far as I am aware. 2 months till DLC. Yes, very exciting. Hoping. Do we know an actual date, though? Or do we just think it's around Christmas? Because they've just said December, haven't they? Or have they given us a date? Hey, birds! Oh, let's get these while we're here. But yeah, I think probably... Well, yeah, that's true. Right, let's try and get the secret coal. I think I probably got all of the pieces it's going to let me pick up, but let's give it a go. Come on. Let me get it. Let me get it. Let me... Ooh, 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 ooh. Don't think I'll be so lucky with this one, though. Ooh, ooh. No, it's not real. See? Not real. Yeah, only a few months left in the year. That's crazy. Which means I've only got a few months left of not being at work, which is a bummer. But hey. Right, let's, I suppose we could just do a little fire and, maybe do some teas, check on my water, that sort of thing. Wait till morning. Sure, why not? 100% is always good. Are you a early January, late December baby, Burns? I've got a very busy December and January with my family. My daughter's birthday is the 16th of December. My husband's birthday is the 7th of January, and my son's birthday is the 12th of January. Hey, Mexi, how you going? Alright, let's have a look. Yeah, I haven't got a huge amount of water, so let's do that. And I don't have a huge amount of food either. We're just going to have to live on what we've got with us. We've got 500 calories of coffee. 150, 400 calories of food. Okay. And we can make more tea and coffee, obviously. We're going to make do. We're going to grab a few cattails on our way. But the idea is that we're going to be spending a month in Mountain Town, and we're not planning on actually... this isn't counting really towards our time in Fallen Muskeg when that comes. So the idea is that we're just transiting, so we shouldn't be collecting a hell of a lot of stuff. Let's make some reishi. Hey Wad, nice to see you. Going good, thank you. You don't want to be 27 yet? Oh, my love. Believe me, your late 20s are good. I really enjoyed them. Just stopping by before bed. No worries. 30s is what you should look forward to be honest, Burns. Oh, I didn't let the fire go long enough because I'm an idiot. Let's fix that. Let's do a fur, actually. My 30s. My 20s were good, but my 30s was when I realised that things were good. Only downhill from 27. I don't know about that. Yeah. But I can relate to that feeling of panic when you get to your late 20s. You think it's kind of like... it's not as scary as you think it is. My 30s have been great. Your 30s you give a hell of a lot less of a shit about what anybody thinks, which is quite nice. Quite liberating. And I hope my 40s are going to be just as good. Edit. Oh, buzz on my phone. Thomasina going live. What time zone is she in? Oh no, she's posted a video. Okay. I was like, geez, it's very late for her. All the teas and coffees. Back to console, everything is painful to place as usual. You too. Ooh. Hey lady, nice to see you. Yeah. 26 was rough enough. Oh no, you moved off your insurance? That sucks. Yeah, I that's not something I think about, sorry. It's, yeah. Well, I've socialised medicine and all that, but yeah, that's hard. Hope you're good, lady. Nice to see you on your old account. I was so pleased when I saw you pop in and say that you had it back. That's so cool. Yeah. How much water did I end up making? 2.5's fine. Got a lot of time to kill though. I was like, I can just make everything because I have time to kill. It's not even going to be that cold for me too because Voyager and good clothing and stuff. But how long is the leader going to take? About 40 minutes. Okay, cool. We'll do that and then we will have a little rest. Sick with a cold but getting better? Well, that's good. Glad you're coming through the other side. Degatmire, thank you for your contribution to Nagoa. That will hopefully be happening in November, but at the moment November is looking incredibly jam-packed, so it may not be part of Nagoa-vember, I'm not sure. A couple of us were going to do Nagoa-vember, but shit, I almost left the cave. What happened to my bedroll? I still got it. I can't sleep right here because I'm too close to the entrance. Okay, can I go through to... yeah, here. Cool. But yes, I shall see... I've got charity streaming for the first... I'm doing 4 different charity streams in the first 12 days in November. So it's basically taking most of my streaming time. And then I'm going to start LD's challenge, which is, you know, the new Dead World one. Which I'm going to do on Padawan just purely because I've got so much stuff going on in November. My mother-in-law is going to be here from Scotland, so I need to spend time with her. It's just a lot going on. Right, Astrid, you can have a cattail. Thank you, Mary Carla. 21, you're homeless with 6... Oh yes, I bet that was extremely stressful. You've got everything figured out on regular shipment. Oh great, okay, good. Glad to hear that, Burns. Nothing worse than sort of having a chronic medical conditions or disabilities and trying to figure out how on earth you're going to make it work. Kind of tempted to like pop my head out and get my way around to the see if I can get my way around to towards the Spencer's. I know what I'm trying to say, even if you guys don't. Oh, that's so good. That's so good, Burns. That's a hard fight. No worries, lady. No worries. I understand you're probably on one of your late shifts. Oh, this is actually really clear and visible, so yeah, let's do it. It's barely cold, so, and actually I'm going to drink one of those hot coffees. For calories, for warmth, and for topping up that energy meter. Nice. What a nice clear night in the Muskeg. Hopefully it's nice and clear for you guys. PlayStation's always a bit darker to stream than everything else. It's a bit windy, you might lose the torch soon, I think. That's okay. I've got weapons and flares. Might not be windy enough too, that's pretty good. This is like Reishi City. I remember collecting all of these on my As the Dead Sleep run. Just lived on teas. Had your own place for 5 years. Yeah, that's great. We'd get my son a haircut tonight. My sister does it. And he just absolutely freaked out today and didn't want it done. And which was awkward because he was partly through when he decided to properly kick off. And we're trying to, like, respect his freak out. Hi. Yeah, I thought so, bud. I thought so. We try not to, like, force him and push anything on him, so it's just incredibly slow stop-start process, and it's a bit stressful today. We did get it done, but he did get a lot of hair in his mouth because hair landed on his arm and he kept wiping his face with his arm, and oh boy. I think he's just doesn't have them often enough, and he just doesn't like it. But working on these little issues. My son has got a hearing loss, so he's kind of been poked and prodded his whole life, so there's definitely a fair bit of I'm tired of this sort of thing going on, which I totally understand. Yeah, Ash, that's what happens, hey. Every time you get a bigger place, you always just end up filling it with more stuff, huh? Must be quite cold. Yeah, minus 53, Jesus Christ. I've got a very high clothing warmth. I think it's 30 degrees or something. I did pick up my bedroll, right? I did. Right before I left Bleak Inlet, I repaired it to 100% too, which is good. I think my clothing, I managed to get most of it. Like my wolf coat at 100% is... Yeah, my lowest is 86. That's great. Okay, cool. Because I was trying to travel lighter, 49 out of 40, because... And use everything for repairs and use everything to, and then leave it behind rather than bring it all with this time. But I am a pack rat, so... Hey Python, nice to see you. How you going? Awake as usual. Alrighty. It's a really, really pretty night and very bright. And I'm looking at my laptop and it looks really dark on stream. So sorry about that. Come on, Astrid, you can do it without a sprain. Should I drink another? I think they're all cold now. Yeah, they are. That's fine. Definitely going to get there and still be warm, so it's fine. We're only going to spend the rest of the night there, and then we're going to carry on to up Hat Creek, through the cave, and climb up to Milton Basin. I think I'm going to base myself for a whole bunch of the time down in Milton Basin, because I haven't spent enough time down there, and it's a really good little spot to base yourself, actually. But we'll hang out at the farmhouse for a bit, and then we'll spend some time in Milton Basin. After Mountain Town, we're going to spend our time here anyway, so we might as well spend sort of part of our month in Mountain Town and part of our month down in the basin, and then come be here for a month, which is going to be fun. And then I'm not really looking forward to Broken Railroad. Oh no, Broken Railroad won't be too bad, but HRV is what I'm really not looking forward to. I just don't know the map well enough, and I've got a pilgrim run that I've been playing around with, like a custom run where it's got stalker levels of predators, but they're passive, just so I can see where everything spawns and What's up? Alright. But yeah, it's I still don't know my way around, and it's gonna be a little bit nerve-wracking. The only map that I really don't know and don't enjoy, but that's okay. That's part of the thing of this year, is that I'll learn a couple of places like Bleak Inlet. I knew the general layout, and now I feel that I know it pretty well. So, not as dark as your game on Skyrim. Yes, and you'll see that Dunn and I on Halloween are playing Phasmophobia. 8 PM EST, which is 8 AM for those of you in... Oh no, sorry. It's 2 AM for those of you in the UK, so I'm sorry about that. It's 1 PM for me. Oh, yeah, 1 AM. Yeah, 1 AM. So if you any night owls in the UK may be able to join, but otherwise, yeah. It will mostly be Americans, I guess. And I booted up the game today just to get kind of used to walking around and mapped some controls and just to make sure it was all good, and got creeped out immediately. So I'm not particularly looking forward to it, actually. I think I'm going to... it's going to be... I'm going to be a bit freaked, I think. But I do have my friend with me, so... Dunn will be hopefully helping me out and probably not shrieking like I will be, because I'm not good at horror games. I'm great at watching them. Love watching them. Absolutely never play them. Which is funny because I've played... I have played Alien Isolation through many times. The first time though was pretty nerve-wracking. I've played The Last of Us a lot, but again that's just mainly dark horror with some zombies that can jump you, not really that kind of thing, but yeah. Not looking forward to a dark game where I've only got a torch. No, thank you. It's gonna be interesting. But yeah, people do have a lot of fun, so I'm hoping that I will get into it. Maybe if it wasn't 1 o'clock in the day with my daughter with me, I'd probably have a drink. But I do have a little costume prepared for that stream too, so that's gonna be fun. Oh, I now have 100 revolver bullets. That's nice. Well, 106 technically. See, I have 6 in the gun. But yeah, I know people have a lot of fun, so fingers crossed. But yeah, just that little test run, I was like, ooh, not thrilled about this. I don't know why I'm looting when I said I wasn't going to loot here. I might leave things behind. Because the whole point is that I'm not actually... This isn't my month in Muskeg, this is my month in... No, this is just an overnight stay. So, I don't even know what I picked up. I think it was like an extra knife and... Yeah, so let's get rid of a knife. We will leave our feathers here. And our saplings and stuff like that. I'll take a maple actually, so I can make it. Oh, well, there's no point because I can't make a arrow. I've only got one arrowhead, so yeah. Let's just leave everything else. We'll look at everything else when we come back, and we're actually staying here. Oh, sewing primer. Oh, I'm going to take that though. Hi, Snoozy. What are you doing awake? Can you not sleep? Or have you stayed up all night? Nice to see you. It's very rare that I see you at this time of day. Just drinking this for the calories, really. Yes, the only other thing I'm going to pick up while I'm in the Muskeg is... Oh, it's dawn already, but yeah, let's just pass some time in bed. The only other thing I'm going to get while I'm in here is some cattails on my way, so that I don't starve. Don't want to lose the well-fed. I probably do have the hammer. Should leave the hammer here. I must have the hammer. I wouldn't have left that behind. Take some of the weight off me. Yeah, there we go.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
I know. I'll leave the hacksaw. Let's check this one. It's probably better. 81, yeah. Okay. Hey, Troop! Nice to see you. Right, this looks still enough to carry a torch. And let's try and make our way across the other side of the muskeg. Frickin' frick, look at all the wolves. So many wolves. No, thank you. Yeah, I'll go this way. It's been a while since I've gone across. Your bladder said good morning, now you can't fall back to sleep. Well, it is lovely to have you. I hope that maybe you can fall back asleep. I can maybe help. I'll try and not be too excitable. I'm hoping nothing dramatic happens while I'm here in the muskeg. But yeah, and Mountain Town hopefully will be a nice chill month actually, because yeah, there's only one bear and I'll go up and hunt him at some point, but most of the time I'll just be in town or I'll go down to the basin, I guess. Thank you, Muskeg, for the cattails. One of the best things about you. Because you tend to suck otherwise. Right. And I know there's stuff in there too. Again, I'm going to leave it until I come back. It'll give me something to look forward to, places to loot. It's funny when you wake up in the middle of the night though and you're just like, well, I guess that's it for a little while. Yeah, no, it's all good, Snoozy. I just thought if you do shut your eyes and go back to sleep, then I will, at least I'm not playing a Phasmo now. Because that's not going to be a quiet game, I don't think. Yeah, let's eat some cattails already. No. I want to see. She replied. I offered to take my mother to the airport on Friday, and she has not replied. Okay. Tasty, tasty plant stalks. Right. Aka. Play as a red panda. Oh my god. That sounds amazing. Yes. Yeah, me too, Snooze. When I first played the game, I think before Redux, Wintermute used to spawn you by that bridge. I'm pretty sure the bear was there when they spawned you. Or you had to sneak past the wolves at least. But I remember being terrified of that bridge because of the wolves and the bear. Quite early on in my relationship with Long Dark. Either that or I started playing Survivor and Mountain Town was where I got, spawned, and yeah, I just remember very early being like, that bear, that is a place to be avoided. I must look at this link. I must remember. I'm going to click it now so that it opens on my MacBook. I'm assuming it's probably going to be PC only, because most things are. But hey. Oh, that looks so cute. Yeah, PC, but that's fine. I'm going to be doing a lot more PC gaming. It's been winning awards and stuff too. Oh. That looks very cute. There is a way for me to share my screen on Lightstream, but it's very clunky, so I'm just going to leave it. Everybody can follow that link anyway. But yes, a good farming sim. I plan to get Coral Island hopefully next year too. Hi crows. Caw, caw. Good morning. That's the burr over there. Or it is a rock. It is a rock. There's another deer. I suppose I could cook up one of these deer. They don't have a hell of a lot of meat on them though. Oh, I don't like this visibility change. Yeah, red panda raccoon, the same thing. Yeah. Both cute. Both have the cute, you know, little face mask eyes. I'm still really overweight despite needing the hammer and everything. That's so crazy. Ah, here's the blind. Okay, we can go hang out in the blind. At least we will have somewhere to hang out while this fog... where's the best route to go? I think I'm too overweight to take a lot of risks. I'm just going to grab these cattails and then I may have to figure out... I may have to go around that way, yeah. Yeah, the art style is adorable. Buy Panic Simulator. What, because of all the villages? I'm assuming you can have relationships. I mean, a lot of those simulators, you can if you wish to. Oh shit. I was just trying to cut corners a little bit. I love that vibe. That's great. Buy Panic Simulator. They are indeed. Just what I've seen on Snoozy's stream. I have definitely started wishlisting stuff I want to get next year. So many deer carcasses. I guess on Voyager they're just like, have some food. Why my headphone is... I think my headphone's clogged. It's not coming through clearly anymore. I think it probably needs a bit of a clean. Alright, how much meat have you got? Because... oh, you're actually not too bad. I think I might cook this up. Sometimes she doesn't say the rest of that line, hey? That's saying something, because I love horses. I might go over to the blind and make my fire, if I can get there without meeting any wolfies. Oh, I just dropped the meat, though. I know. Chill out. I know I'm really overweight, just chill out. Have a drink. I don't like the fog. Here? Like, it's a good thing when it's really, really cold and you're on Interloper, but when you're pretty much always warm, like I am now, it's just like predator drama. Probably hear my PlayStation clicks today. I've got the controller plugged in. next to me, so that because it was running a bit low, and I always forget to put it on the damn charger. So the controller's quite close to the microphone. I just like click, 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 click. So I just, you know, spam the damn thing. Right, can we get across here real quick? Yeah, can't sprint if it was going to be a problem. Some more cattails, but yeah, we may have to just pick up ones on our way now and try not to go too out of our way. Right, let's go around by the blind. I can go up there. My voice is very calming. Yeah, especially this time of night, I generally am a little bit more low-key. The microphone's a lot closer, so I don't, you know, talk as loud, and... Oh, yay, another bow! Don't have any arrows! And that bow's in pretty terrible nick, but hey. Bonus bow. Right. I keep pressing left, right when I want left. I want a fire, not my gun. Stick. It's not Maglene's weather, of course. Wood matches, nice. I'm also very tired. I've now been up for 14 hours. So,
come on, little fire.
Definitely more chill in these streams. You're hanging in there, Mary.
Oh yeah.
I hope things are okay, and I know that sometimes you're just getting by.
Barely walk with this much gear.
I know, my love, but I just want to get some food in your belly. And we can't see very well, so might read that mending book. How long are these going to take? Not that long. Oh, Mary, that sucks. I'm sorry. I kind of am. I kind of aren't. I'm looking forward to playing what's done. The game itself creeps me the hell out. I don't like not being able to see in a game at all. I don't even like looking around the dam in the dark, in the long dark, so... Oh, awesome, Mary, that's awesome. That's so good. I still haven't got that. I hope it's, yeah, I hope you're properly on the mend soon. Right, let's eat that.
This is getting too heavy to carry.
I know, my love, you're over 10 kilos over, so you're freaking out, but it's okay. I'm actually, hopefully the wind doesn't change, but we're just actually going to do a little Voyager thing that I don't normally do any on Lopa, that's for sure. We're just going to have a little nap on an extremely sharp angle by the looks of it. Because we've got an hour of fire. And we've got fog. Yeah, the weakness must be tough, hey? I do remember a little bit of, I had meningitis like 20 years ago. And I do remember those early days of, after having a bad illness and trying to function. I remember how tough it was. It's exhausting. You're exhausted, your brain isn't working properly, you're weak. Oh, your garden misses you? Yeah. Doesn't take long for gardens to do their own thing, huh? Alrighty. I'm just gonna go... Can I go this way? Not too much drama, or do I have to go around? Oh, this is closer. I'm losing my route because I'm not, because I don't fully have my bearings in the fog. Fun times. Just gonna zig and zag until we hopefully get somewhere safe. Or get where we want to go. Lady, that's funny. I know a few people like place their bedroll on top of one of the tables. There's a couple of tables you can balance it on. And it means that if the wires go, you don't get zapped, I suppose. Do a little torch walking in Voyager. Not really necessary, but why the heck not, hey? I know I'm not far from the train line. I think it's just there, but ideally I just want to get on to Milton. I don't really want to keep location hopping in the Muskeg, but we'll do what we have to do. Still quite far to the right on the map, so I do need to go along and up. Oh, sorry. Flicked my nails the wrong way. Getting really long. I haven't sort of touched them in a couple of months, but I'm on a good multivitamin and they're getting very long and strong, which is quite nice, but they do get in the way, unfortunately. Sometimes my klutzy hand forgets there's a microphone in front of my face and gives you all a wake up. I'm gonna stop getting cattails. Unless they're right in front of me. Right. Okay, so I see a friendly poacher's camp straight ahead. Need to keep an eye out for our not so friendly poacher's camp bear. Yet another carcass over there. Oh, I know. I've had him glitch through the poacher's camp a few times and it's not nice. Hoping he's on the other side. Also not hearing anything, but hey, you never know. Snooze, I meant to say today, because I was listening to you a few times when I had to do other things with the kids and whatever. You were talking about Darkwalker and how it never really, like the sounds etc. never really bothered you when you've watched other people play. You got naked first? Good plan. I'd be annoyed too because I've got really good clothing. Definitely with headphones on. And the sound effects up, because I know some people turn them off. You can actually turn off the atmospheric, anxiety-inducing noises. I can't play it. I tried it. I tried it on the first Halloween event, and then I tried it again when they added it into the game permanently as an option, as a challenge, and I just can't do it. The sounds just get to me too much. I think I'm just too influenced by sound. Gets in my head too much. I think that's part of the reason why horror games are tough, because every single sound is just like, what the heck is that? Right, I don't really want to hang out here, but I'm going to because until I can maybe see a little bit better. Yeah, it's not right here at least. Again, don't really want to be looting here. Probably will leave the rest of this because my god, this is an insane amount of loot though. Look at all this. Like, this is pilgrim loot. Curious now. Jeez Louise. I'll take the bullets. No, I'm gonna leave everything else. I'm even gonna drop some firewood and coal here, I think. Because this is crazy. And I'm not actually supposed to be on this map for long. But yeah, let's well, we don't even need a fire. We're just gonna hang out here and see if the visibility gets better. We could even sleep an hour. Jeez Louise. Coming here after being on Lopa, this is insane. Yeah, it's the anxiety thing, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, Snooze. I'm really nervous about it. Oh, it's nearly night too. Let's just get a nap and see if it gets any better. Because I also, if it does clear up and then we get an aurora, that's even worse. Oof. I really don't know if I want to travel there today, with not being able to see 100%, not knowing where the bear is and stuff. I think I'm going to end up stuck here. Actually, I think I'm going to use
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
the bedroll so that I don't keep... Though mine is 99%, but still. Let's leave the bedroll here. We can come back to it. I think the only thing that's comforting me about it, Snooze, is that I will be playing with someone. It takes the edge off. Do you find that it's less nerve-wracking when you're doing multiplayer? Because I'm just a bit like, oh...
It's getting dark out here.
Yeah, we're just going to read because you're not that... Yeah, I was going to say, it's not that late yet. Jeez, Mary, that, like, I can't even imagine a bear mauling on Darkwalker. Jeez. That was close. I almost lost my well-fed. Thing about Phasma, when you're playing with someone else, you can trick your brain that the sounds you hear is just him. When you play solo, you know all the sounds of the ghosty. Yeah. I started a little bit of the tutorial and I was just like, I don't get a good vibe. I want to stop playing this right now. This is not the time to be playing this. And it will be pretty bright in here. I mean, today it was during the day and I felt creeped out, but it'll be quite bright in here. I was going to try and like shut the blinds and make it a little bit darker. It's still, even with the blinds down, it still doesn't get that dark in here. So I don't think I'll be properly creeped out, but yeah. Oh boy. So I read all that book, hey. Because mending is quite hard to level up. Oh no, the blizzard. Okay, thank you. Let's do one more.
Looks like a new day is dawning.
You could have finished the tutorial. It was like, go set up a camera in the ghost's room, and I was like, nah. Maybe I'll do this another time. But I did remap. Oh good, I got 4. Nice. I did remap a few controls, because I know you said the controls would take a while to get used to, so I literally just played it for a few minutes. Remapped a couple of controls I didn't like. Yeah. I don't like actions being done with keyboard, like, you know, use E for pick up or whatever, so I just changed it to like left click and changed drop to space and a few other things that kind of felt like it would make more sense when I was freaking out. But yeah, I will have to try and still get used to the actual controls. My husband coughing just startled me. That's ridiculous. You can tell I'm tired. can't remember how far around it is, I think. I think that's the bear up there, I can see him. There's definitely something big moving with the tip of my torches. Yeah, that's him. Okay, that makes me feel better. I know where the bear is. It does help because your viewers are there, okay. I'm just worried I'm going to embarrass myself by, like, making shrieking noises and stuff. I'm normally, like, quite calm on stream. Not normally the one to, you know, make a lot of fuss, but if I'm creeped out, I'm gonna react, that's for sure. I suppose people enjoy that, I guess. And I've got a little costume to wear. It's not particularly... Yeah, that's the bear. It's not particularly imaginative. It's just kind of a witchy, you know, traditional Halloween-y look, but I think it'll be fun. It's funny, the makeup that I bought, it's a cheap little Halloween makeup kit. That it's called Witchy Vixen. Bejeweled Witchy Vixen. It has, like, diamantes you can stick on your face. I was like, you know what? Why not? Why not have a sparkly face? Especially with my little light for streaming. I'm like, yep, I'm gonna sparkle. Got a big witchy hat. $2 hat. A sparkly cape. I was trying to find a wig, but I couldn't find one I liked. So it's just gonna be my normal hair. And yeah, witchy makeup. Oh, and I got witchy gloves. But yeah, I think it'll be fun. I can't believe, like, the whole point of this is just to get to Milton, and I've already spent like a day and a half in Forlorn Muskie. Oh well, it's the transit. I did build transit time into kind of my plan. I knew that some of the regions would take a while. My other option was to go Ravine and go all the way that way, so yeah, nah. Thing is, I have to try and remember where Hat Creek is. I think it's over here. Not 100% sure. I think it's straight ahead from here, but I'll get to the other side and figure it out. Yeah, I'll do the safe route. Did you say you were playing Phasmo with Emma? Is it on the weekend, Snooze? So I'll try and catch that for sure. I know Emma's played a couple of, like, creepy games. She's not averse to that. I did see they just put the forest in the Halloween Steam sale. I was like, oh, maybe I'll finally play the forest. It's only $6. It's something else as well. Oh, Phasmo literally got put into the sale. Even though I got it on sale, it made it even cheaper. I was like, for God's sake, I could have saved another $4 if I'd waited to buy it right before, but I wanted to be prepared. I'm a preparer. So, I got it early. Well, that's where I'm going. Hey, perfect. Perfect. Caw, caw. There's yet another carcass. Caw, caw. Yeah, I liked watching the forest. I like the base building element of the forest. Don't like the other elements of the forest. I don't think you can turn the cannibals off. Because if you could, that would make it, like, really fun for me. Like, just surviving and building a cute, you know, not cute, but, you know, building a big fun base. But yeah, I'm not sure I would buy it at full price. Because it said it was normally $25, now it's $6 New Zealand dollars. So I probably would play it a little bit. I've also watched the full story through, so I know exactly what the story is, and the story's quite crazy. Oh, it's burning off. Playing on Saturday, 2 PM. Oh, 6 AM. Okay. Alright. I may be able to be there from 7 or 8, so 3 or 4 p.m. I may get there. Rooted, yeah. Just finished its Kickstarter campaign. Forest Without the Echinus? Okay. Yeah, rooted is a very Australian thing. Like, I wouldn't normally laugh at that. That's a very Australian way of saying, fornicated. Bonked. Rooted, yeah. Australians find that very funny. Talking about having a root. You can, Ellie? Nice to see you too. Planted. Hey, it's really nice to see you, Ellie, but that's really good to know. That totally changes the appeal for me. Because, Em was asking that too, Snooze. You should tell her. She was wondering if you could turn them off, because she said she would play it if you could turn them off. That's great. Thank you so much for that piece of information. You can go back to your lurk now. My stomach just grumbled really loudly. That's funny. I doubt you heard it, but you know. It wasn't Astrid's, but I'm feeding her anyway. Oh, not at all. You know, I don't mind lurking at all. I also like to lurk. Nearly at the cave. I hope there's not a moose when I get there too. Like, oh my god, if I have to deal with that. Though I can come out of the cave, immediately turn left and climb. I think I can avoid the moose if I just leave straight away and don't try and loot anywhere near Marsh Ridge. Don't try and get the stim or anything. Yeah. Well, there you go, Snooze. And it's multiplayer, so if we like it, we could play it, Snooze. We could build a little cabin in the woods together. Peaceful mode. Oh, thank you, Ellie. There you go, Snooze. That's a multiplayer game we could play. You and I could build a little cabin. I'm sorry, it probably sounds like I'm trying to romance you in the woods, but you know. You can join me in my cabin any day. Very good. Very good to know indeed. Thank you. Alright, let's get out of here. I always get lost in this cave, actually. I don't think it's that complicated either. I think last time I couldn't figure out where to go. I think I may have just got turned around. It's probably not that hard. I may be mistaking it with another cave. The building is, yeah, I really enjoyed watching someone else build, and I was like, I want to build like that. So yeah, that definitely changes it for me. $6 is worth it for that. Don't threaten you with a good time. We could make it so cute. Like, you can do so much good base building. It's like, it's quite elaborate. It's great. Yeah, Mung Trees is kind of just like, find the materials, come back, click the button and it builds it for you. Ark, I've watched people play and it just doesn't seem like it's for me. But I do really love the style of Among Trees. I find Among Trees quite a little bit frustrating because I'm still trying to like explore further out, and every time I want to do anything there's giant bears in the way, and I'm still trying to work it out completely. I think it's taking me a bit to get used to. Also, I'm playing it very rarely, which is part of the problem. Is this a mega torch? Because if it is, I want it.
I think I can use
It is, thank you. I probably shouldn't be looting, but I'm going to. Just take the archery book. I'm going to leave the rope here. Take the soda. I think this is the problem. I think it goes in a couple of directions. Yeah, you said troop. Yeah, so sad how they just kind of stopped working on it. Yeah, the ambient sound. Yeah, true. Oh, I may have lucked on the exit here. Maybe. Light's always a good sign. Ambient light, natural light. Usually means you're going somewhere you should. That's a dead end, I think, with coal. Green Hell is great survival. Yeah, though, I don't know. I've watched Green Hell. Didn't really call to me. I don't know if it's the mechanics or what, but it didn't. I didn't immediately want to rush out and play it. I don't know.
Pack is getting too heavy to carry.
But yeah, I may watch Zach's stuff on it and maybe give it a go. But the forest definitely seemed. I definitely got. Oh, I'd quite like to give this a go. Vibes out of the forest. Green Hell. I was just kind of like, maybe.
Oh, I've never been so hungry.
Oh my god, Astrid. Really. In other words, oh my god, pick up the damn torch before it goes out, please. It's gonna be too late. Yeah, so yeah, the native representation's not amazing. The backpack system does kind of frustrate, well, what I've seen, yeah. And then I watched Zach play that other game that they gave him a key for, which was Green Hell, but in the frozen wilderness, kind of like the Long Dark. And that had very Green Hell backpack mechanics as well, and it made me like, oh, maybe I'll leave that one too. So, I don't know, I'm very picky when it comes to survival game mechanics because we're spoiled with the Long Dark. I absolutely love the mechanics of this game. But I will try a lot of games if they're cheap enough. I don't want to invest a lot of money in a game that I'm gonna, not really. I'm gonna give up on early. I guess I'm too tough sometimes on games. I just want them to be. Maybe I want them to be the Long Dark, and they can't be. You're so heavy, Astrid. You're like half a kilo over. What the slow walking speed, but yeah. Yeah, TLD will never be replaced for me. It's just so good. I've played many games of Come and Go, but only a few games that I replay. TLD is definitely the game I replayed the most, the longest, the most hours. I've played The Last of Us 1 and 2 multiple times. Number 1 probably the most, and I'm actually replaying it again. I can play that game over and over, and because I know exactly where the enemies are and where they spawn and what they do, it's actually kind of relaxing because you don't have to think, you just go through it and do it, and it's really fun. Bioshock Infinite. I'm not great at shooter games, but I love that game so much. The story is incredible. But yeah, The Last of Us, The Long Dark is what I play every day, almost, for 5 years, so. And I watch a lot of YouTubers play indie games and try out new games, and that gives me a good idea of whether I will like the game or not. And sometimes they play a game for quite a few hours and they stick with it. And in my brain, I'm just like, yeah, I would have given up hours ago. Because I just don't think this is good enough. And I wonder if that's just me being too harsh and that's why I'm not a game reviewing YouTuber. It's just down here to the right, isn't it, rather than the left? No moose, no moose, no moose, no moose, no moose. Please. If he is here, can he be far away? That would be great. Yay! We're finally going to get to Mountain Town, and we're what? An hour and a bit into stream. Oh well. We made it here unscathed anyway. Climb. Yeah, Bioshock Infinite is 1 and 2 I tried. I haven't never finished either of them. But Infinite is always got a special place in my heart. And yeah, I understand there's a lot of sound and it's quite noisy and quite full on. But the story of Infinite is just blew me away the first time I played it, and it's just so good. We're just gonna go, because we don't really need it. Deep breathing, Astrid. Oh, that's the problem. I'm coming back this way. I was gonna say, did I pick up that second bedroll and stuff like that? That's probably part of the problem, and I did. Right. I think the moose spawns down here too, doesn't he? Is there a Mountain Town moose? If there was a Mountain Town moose, I'd expect him to be down here in the basin. Yay, Mountain Town. I think with the forest I'd be playing on PC too, so I think there's certain mechanics that don't carry very well when they're ported, but I don't even know if a lot of those games are on console, to be honest. Caw. Alright, hey Mountain Town. We're finally here. We're here and we're hanging out for 30 days. Carcass number 1. I'm going to end up basing myself in the cave over there soon, but I'm going to spend the first probably week or two of the month living up in the main part of Milton. Probably at the farmhouse, which is good because it's actually on my way. I can actually drop a bunch of stuff and stop walking around encumbered would be good. Oh, he's going to run from me. Okay. Hasn't happened in a while, actually. Oh, or in the pond area across the cave Dutch. Okay, good to know. I always forget I've got the wolf coats and there's a chance that they'll run. It used to happen quite a lot. And it's sort of stopped happening lately. Can't see one. I'm not sure 100% sure where he'd be though. I think he might be over there if he's here. I need to just keep an eye out. Obviously going to be too heavy to climb up too. So there might be some stuff I want to leave in the cave already. Maybe some coal and some firewood. I'll just make sure that I don't have a moose friend. I'll check over here first. And then we can go and maybe leave some stuff there for when we come down. Would be good in this 30 days to get a bunch of stuff cured too, to make arrowheads. Forest wish listed? Nice. I really appreciate you all hanging out with me tonight. I sometimes worried that next year when I play at this time of night and only play like once or so a week with my normal schedule once I'm back at work, that I wouldn't have anybody around because it's so late at night, but it's so nice to have you all here. Yeah, Mary, that's what got me talking about it to start with, because I was like, it's $6. Well, New Zealand. It's really cheap right now, which made me like, oh, maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll finally do it. She's a bit janky. She keeps walking funny. Hey, Stumpinski.
This stuff will come in handy.
Nice to see ya. And actually, Astrid will not... Oh, not my fire striker. The paper. Need to probably find another fire striker at some point. Thanks, Troop. Not creepy in the slightest. But yeah, I mean, when I first started streaming, I got a lot of people during the day and barely anybody this time of night. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. You know, most of my friends are in the States. Good to know there's a lot of wood in here. But then lately, there's been quite a lot of people coming to my evening streams, my night streams, I used to call them. Lady, yeah. You and your night shifts, yeah. I know you're carrying way too much stuff, Astrid, but we're going to go dump stuff over here. Hope there's no moose. And then we're going to go up the rope. We're going to go sleep and then go up the rope. We're not going to take all the cattails. We're just going to grab that one. Yeah, it's cool to see there's a bunch of people who stream, who work nights, like AV, and then stream at crazy hours, but it works for a lot of people because he's streaming at crazy hours. So I kind of stream both ends of the day, really, and catch people. And yeah, when I'm in New Zealand and I'm in, like, the world's weirdest time zone for everybody, yeah, it can be a bit like, how do I make that work so that I get to hang out with my friends, but I also, you know, it's not crazy hour for me. So yeah, it's worked out pretty well. Hey Mateo, nice to see you. Hey Hedgie. Take them all. Yeah, Hedgie, I do plan on spending probably a couple of weeks down here. But I'm going to start by basing myself up in actual mountain towns, so I'm going to leave stuff to look forward to later. There's a deer over there, 2 deer over there. There was a wolf over there. So yeah, I'm going to dump some stuff here for when I come back. But yeah, honestly, after spending a month in Bleak Inlet, I feel incredibly relaxed about being here in Mountain Town, I tell ya. Not only is it an easier region, it's just, I know it really well. It's relaxing. There's no bear unless you go to the one specific spot he likes to be. Oh, there's a sprain. Can someone count that sprain for me? Maybe Troop? If I identify one person to count it, then I won't get double ups. But yes. My headphones are not playing ball. Hang on, I'm going to switch to the other one, see if that's any better. I think they're finally giving up. Thank you, Trooper. Oh, way better. Okay, so the other one is busted. I'm now really loud. I just realised how loud I am. Sorry. I just realised how... Okay. So, obviously that headphone is basically busted. Because it kept being muffled. I couldn't hear myself properly. Couldn't hear the game properly. And I'm actually louder than I thought I was. So I've just adjusted the microphone. These are like the old school Apple headphones with the 3.5mm jack. You know, you don't really get them anymore. But they're the only ones that plug into the bottom of my... Yes!
I'll take it.
I'm going to leave you here, actually. They're the only ones that plug into the... You know, the only headphones I have with a 3.5mm jack, so they plug into the bottom of my mic. So now I'm going to have to invest in new headphones, I think, because I cannot hear in the right one, and that's hilarious that I've been thinking that I'm so quiet the whole time. Let's basically drop all the coal. Almost all of the coal. Drop the fur. Drop the cedar. So yeah, apologies if I've been quite loud. Oh, you got Victoria 3, nice. I thought you were pondering whether or not you would drop the money on it. So obviously you decided to bite the bullet. 45, that's way better. I'm also going to leave a stim here. I'll leave a can of food. Or 2, actually. You can be harvested. Oh yeah, you're going to be cooking on stream. Yay! Should probably actually... I've just switched my scene. So now the scene I have is the one that will show clips. If people want to do some shout outs, feel free. I'm going to drop these. Very dramatic music game. I'm going to drop you. I don't need that much cloth. Because, I mean, come on. Milton's full of cloth. 43 out of 39. Out of 40, basically. It's pretty good. I'm not going to drop the rose hips because, oh my god, have you ever tried to pick up a gazillion dropped rose hips? Troop, that's funny.
When you have
Alrighty.
a recipe as simple as this, there's nowhere to hide. You can't hide it with a lot of spices or fancy sauces.
We're all going to learn from clips.
You have to use fresh, good quality ingredients. So, you know, use a nice quality chicken bone broth. Make it yourself if you can, because that's always going to give you the best flavor.
Thank you so much. It's not here either, so that's all right. You're ridiculous, Shiggity.
Thank you, Snooze.
Stay in FM for you didn't like it the last time you tried that.
I'm gonna get different clips to you guys if it's really nice. So I'm chuckling away. The light stream's showing me, but I'm not actually getting the thing.
Attendeurs, how I only live to serve. Try the great stuff. It's delicious. Make me ask delicious. They can sing, they can dance. After all this is France. And the dinner here is never second best. Come on, unfortunate. And you take a glance and then we are. Guess, we are, guess, we
I don't know
are.
if this is the curing part of the cave or not. So I'm gonna leave it at the very back and see if it does. You are a mod, my friend, yes. Yeah, I heard you hadn't been able to, I know you hadn't been well, Hiji, so it's really lovely that you're going to be able to start again. I don't know what clip you got, Troop, sorry. So Lightstream kind of preview me what clips, it's weird, it's hard to explain, but basically Lightstream is what I hit stream and, hello, my, PlayStation sends it to Lightstream and broadcasts it, and sorry, I'm probably talking over a clip because it doesn't show it to me at the same time. It just kind of pushes the clip thing to start, but it doesn't show me the same clip as it's going to show on stream for some reason. Don't really understand it. Oh my god, I just pressed the wrong button. I don't really know how to explain it well, but basically I got a clip of Hiji talking about eggplant sucking up oil, which was very informative, and then I got Troop talking about being Elon Musk,
Nobody needs this anymore.
but I don't think that was what you guys got, and Lady talking about how Hinterland sucks sometimes. So if it is showing you those clips, let me know, but I think it's probably just generating clips that aren't the same. One time I commented on a clip. The reason I know about this is because I commented on a clip one time, and people were like, we just had a completely different clip. So, what else did I pick up? I picked up something else. Oh, I picked up an arrow. Okay, yeah, cool. Oh, yeah, because I looked over and I can see kind of what clip you're seeing, but I can't hear it. So that makes sense. It did look like you were chopping up something that was not eggplant. I don't know if the moose is down here. I actually haven't checked trees, but I'm not sure he is. That's funny, yeah. So when I do clips on PC, it's obviously I'm seeing what you're seeing, but when I'm using Lightstream, yeah, it's weird. It's really windy, huh? I'm not going to go up and search there right now. I'm going to go around. I think I can go around towards the exit. What time of day is it? Yeah, I'd like to be in the farmhouse by sleep time, but I think I'm going to have to drink all my coffees to get up there. Oh, I've just seen a typo in that timer. That annoys me. Follow her on Twitter. I shall have to fix that later. Hi, Landshark. Bonjour. Comment ça va? Bonsoir. It's evening for me. Hope you're well. Welcome, welcome. Also, that seems kind of terrifying. Land shark. Hello, bunnies. Don't worry, I'm not going to shoot you with the rifle. I'm just being paranoid. Making sure we make it up towards the rope alive. Oh, you're very welcome. Breezy. Do you play The Long Dark? Or do you just love to watch it? I actually have a few people that come in every now and then that have never played it before, but they love to watch it. Shark bait. Used to call our dogs carpet sharks because they'd eat anything that fell to the floor or was just unattended for long enough. Nice. Oh, cool, you play. Yeah. Yes, well, it's the best, in my opinion, and I love it so much. Right, we're just going to coffee ourselves up here, actually. Because I'm too lazy to sleep, and it's getting late. I'm hoping I can coffee myself up here, actually. I just realised I probably don't have enough. And I'm not thirsty. Awesome sauce. Let's probably try and see if there's anything we want to get rid of anyway. Probably don't need 36 cattails, but you know, it's hard for me to let go of things. I only need light to be under 40. So by the time I finish doing this, she'll have... Yeah, so I'm doing a year in the dark where I spend 30 days in each of the 12 major locations. And we are on our 6th. We're heading into Mountain Town, which will be our 6th month in the game. Aiming for a year in the dark, and then after we hit a year we will probably give up the run. I was going to try and push it to 500, but now the new update's coming. I'm not going to. I'm going to leave my PlayStation unupdated until... Oh, I just don't weigh enough. Until I have finished this run, and then I will update it, and I'm going to be spending I don't have any more coffee and I'm only over halfway. I mean, it is a double. Yeah, let's go up and then we can sleep in the cave up in the next. It's a double climb. Yeah, of course, sorry. I'm trying to talk and do this. Yeah, then I will, I'll just let it go. Yeah, I've decided. But yeah, I'll be playing the new expansion on PC. Drop all my sticks. There we go. The sticks did it. But yeah. Nice! Yeah, I kind of wish I had coffee too, but I really shouldn't drink it at 9:30 at night. Yeah, my longest run is 250 days, and that's just because the PlayStation game actually got corrupted. It's not because I died. But yeah, I'll get the 500 achievement at some point. And also, I normally get bored around that point, so I thought this would kind of be a good way to keep it interesting for me, as if I spent time in each map, including the maps that I always avoid, like HRV and Bleak Inlet. I've just done a month in Bleak Inlet, so I think what we might have to do is just sleep here until we have our energy back and climb up at night, unless the weather's terrible, and then we could probably spend the rest of the night here. But let's just sleep here. Yeah, Mary, you said that's awesome. I am a New Zealander, so yeah, it's 9:30 at night here, and it's Wednesday.
Yeah, welcome.
So I am very far in the future for most people. Sounds pretty good out here. Thanks for that. The game does try very hard to kill you. Yeah, thanks, Troop.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, that's plenty of energy, so let's go. Except I've now got a sprain risk again. Which is interesting, because I just was not sprained enough to climb. Oh, no, I picked up that wood, of course I did. We can probably drop the fur. Oh, we don't need 3. Here we go. Let's get to the farmhouse. Gosh, I'm so speedy. It's kind of that green, foggy sky. It's not really aurora, it's just kind of... What does the future hold? Today was a bit cool, sunny, bit windy, quite windy actually. Thank you for the follow, Land Shark. Thank you for the contribution, Hiji. I do live in like the windiest city in the world though, so don't judge the windiness, the future for its windiness. But yes, the future so far has been fine. This Wednesday was busy with the kids, but not too bad. Ooh, 75% complete. Nice. Thank you for the wolf howl. Yes, go get some sleep, Snooze. I'll see you tomorrow. Sleep well. See you tomorrow somewhere, anyway. Oh, woo. Ah, we made it. I've only got 2 torches left, but one of them is a mega torch. Hi, Roxy. Nice to see ya. Hi, Too Seldom. I missed you coming in. Did you say something? Sorry, it's moving quite quick. Any advice for a newer streamer? Because I just started a little while ago. I mean, it's pretty cheesy, but just be yourself. Do what you want to do on stream. Don't do what you think you should do to get viewers. And I think the viewers will come. And yeah, don't forget to pay attention to your chat. Don't let it go by for like, minutes on end and not acknowledge anything, because people will notice that. They like to be interacted with. They like, you could set up some sort of fun redeems, like the sounds that I've got, or even like, something interesting for you to do, or a way for them to save up points for, for a challenge, or find, play games that you love, but, you could focus on one game most of the time like I do, or you could, and add some variety occasionally, or you could be a variety streamer and just play everything that takes your fancy. There's just so many ways to go, really. I'm very lucky because the Long Dark is, and I mean, if you stream the Long Dark, the community will come. The community is incredibly supportive. It's, in my opinion, the best community on Twitch. No snobbery about difficulty levels. No one cares what difficulty you're playing on. All players are welcome. We all support each other. We all follow each other. We all watch each other. Yeah. What Troop says, yeah. And my schedule does change, but it largely stays quite similar. So yeah, something a little bit predictable does help. Just realised I didn't look for... wasn't in there anyway, was it? Yeah. But yeah, and if you... yeah, like Troop says, if you cultivate a non-toxic community, you tell people that are acting up in chat that they need to move on, and you're welcoming and friendly, then generally people do pretty well. And, always raid. It's just the good etiquette. If you're coming for me, bro, you're gonna be in trouble. Oh, it must be on him. Okay. Okay, you got a bunny right outside. That's fine. We'll explore all this in the morning. Let's just get inside. You're all good, Mr. Wolf. I'm not trying to take your bunny. Barely get views and I don't have a PC. Yeah, well, I stream through PlayStation a couple of nights a week and PC the rest of the time. Yeah, and if you have a regular follower who's a really, who's chatty and friendly and you can trust, make sure, add them as a mod so you've got a good mod. A lot of, I've streamed to no one for
This stuff will come in handy.
a couple of months at least. Until, the Long Dark people started coming and everybody started hanging out more, and you will stream to no one for a while. It will feel a bit sad, but just keep talking. Talk as if people are there. Explain what you're doing. Talk about your day. Talk about your life. Doesn't matter if anyone's there or not, because eventually, when someone is there, you'll be practiced, because it actually takes concentration to... I'll loot tomorrow, I don't know why I'm trying to have a look. It actually takes concentration to stream and play a game. You have to kind of compartmentalize your brain. And if you're not used to doing that, then, streaming to no one and talking
This will come in handy.
will get you used to streaming and talking, It'll get you used to when people are there and feeling a bit more natural about talking while you're playing a game. And yeah, don't worry about the view counter. I try and cover it. I pop out my chat window and then I move it over, and I can't see, I actually can't see how long I've been streaming or how many are viewing, which I think is a good thing. And don't begrudge the lurkers. Some people want everybody to come in and, chat with them and expect that kind of interaction. Sometimes people just want to watch, and they either are busy doing something, they're working, or they're just shy. Some people don't like chatting. I'm married to a man who barely ever interacts in Twitch, but loves to watch Twitch, or some people love to watch YouTube and never ever comment, and so never begrudge anyone who just wants to be part of the community without interacting. Not everyone's social. So yeah, if people aren't talking but you've got 10 viewers, then just let them be. Yeah. I started streaming at the end of March. I probably had viewers in May, and I was affiliate at the end of June, And that's all because of the community, the Long Dark community. I never would have got anything that quickly if it wasn't for the community just turning up and getting to know me and supporting me, and
Come on, little fire.
it's just kind of grown from there. It's been really fun. I just started doing it as something fun to do while I was on leave from work, off this year with my daughter, and then it's become something I really love and look forward to doing 5 times a week. And yeah, as I said, thank you for the lurk, Seldom. I'm gonna sneeze, hang on. Oh, you know it's spring when my allergies are just going crazy. Right, let's have a wee nosy around. My nose has been itchy since we cleared out our back bedroom on the weekend.
I'll take it.
Oh, sorry. Gosh. Hitting the microphone and all, so professional. Right. I might actually need to blow my nose because the allergens. So 1 second, I'll just do that. Sorry about that. I also took the opportunity to grab some candy. This long-term run is Voyager, but I also play Interloper and Gunloper. Excuse me, which if you're not aware is Interloper with the guns turned on. Which is really fun. Yeah, I've played for about 5 years, and I mainly play for relaxation. I never really played for feeling the need to be incredibly challenged, which is why I never played Loper until this year. But yeah, I actually do enjoy it, so now I have a Loper run going. So if you ever catch me during the earlier evening, often about 9 PM EST, I'm playing on PC, and I play my Loper series. Or I play another game that takes my fancy, you just never know. Alrighty. I've got so many bots, it's ridiculous. Right, so let's put our food that isn't... Oh, I picked up water that isn't boiled, I'm an idiot. Let's boil the water. I'm going to put food that is heavy, etc. This can be my little storage for canned goods, etc. that I find. We're going to need a container. I usually use, when I'm based here, I usually use this one here. I'm going to rip up this, not because I need tinder, but because I hate it. It's messy. And that's one of the things I'm hoping, you know, they've talked about base customization in the game. I'm hoping by that they mean that we can do things like tidy up really messy locations like this. We're going to be based somewhere long term. I'd like to get rid of all the crap, and I have max fire starting skill, etc. I don't need tinder. Right, I don't need you. I'm going to break you down, so let's not store you, but let's store, for now, let's store my hacksaw. Let's store, like, the majority of my bullets. What have I got in the gun? Probably 4, 5. Okay, so PlayStation. You have to just hold it down. Let's store my wolf pelt. This bow. Distress pistol I'll store unless I'm going up towards the bear. Rifle ammo, probably don't need that much either. Let's keep 10. Cured maple, all the flesh shells. One of those. My guts. Why am I not doing this by category? I'll never know. I've read the Asatru book now, haven't I? Have I read this one, or have I read the other one? Oh, I haven't read this one. Okay, I'm going to hang on to that then. Or I could read it before bed, actually, so we can put it away. Let's put your matches away. Accelerant. The stem. I mean, I haven't needed to use the stem at any point, but anyway. Let's rip apart that jacket and put it away as cloth. Don't store food in containers because it disappears. Charcoal. Fishing hooks, not going to be fishing while I'm here. Arrowhead, I'll make that later. Cool. Whetstone. Oh, I've got perfect ammo and great ammo because I made ammo in a... Oh, I didn't mean to press all. I made ammo in Bleak Inlet. I'm losing my words today. Let's put the perfect away. Apologies, I'll just do this again. The bow, the hacksaw, the book, the arrows and the shafts, charcoal, the arrowhead, the fishing stuff. Oh, cool. Yeah, the move all container button, the square that they added in a recent-ish update, is actually very handy, but at the same time, if you hit it when you don't intend to, because you're used to like double tapping everything on, for example, when I want to transfer these rose hips, I have to hit X then square to transfer all. But if you're trying to transfer less than 5 of something, you don't get that option. You just get one at a time. But if you accidentally now hit square, you will actually transfer everything. And because I'm used to like doing everything at super lightning speed, because I don't know, for some reason I love to mash buttons all the time, you end up accidentally doing that all the time. Alrighty, 31 out of 40, that's awesome. Right, so let's just have a little nosy around. I don't think there's going to be anything here in terms of clothing that's better than what I already have. Obviously I have animal-made clothing anyway, so the idea is to always keep getting hides and curing them so that you have the ability to repair, but I have to keep killing wolves and deer, basically, and bunnies. There might probably on Voyager there's normally a snare in the barn outside, so I did the kitchen, didn't I? Yeah. How's my water? Oh, my fire ran out. Silly me, that's fine. Let's just get that back to going. Hey Nugget, how you going? So yeah, I'll get that snare set up and I'll just go and do a bunch of Milton looting. I'm going to find so much food, I imagine. So I'm not going to need to worry about hunting for a while. And we'll look at trying to find the Polaroid too, because I've been getting the Polaroid for every region and mapping just that one aspect, not actually mapping not mapping the whole of each region. I'm just getting the Polaroid. It's just one extra thing to do. It's like an extra goal. there anything I haven't looked at in here? I probably haven't looked at all of this in here. I have not. It's nap time. Surely it's bedtime. Not quite. It's too early, but yeah. I suppose if you're going to work nights or something, are you? Because, yeah. I suppose you're quite a few hours behind me though, aren't you? I keep forgetting that you're West Coast Australia. It probably is good nap time. Yeah. So. Probably get this while we're here. We're boiling a whole lot of water, but that's just to have as a stash here. You know, toilet water, it's what everybody wants to drink. Yeah, that is a bit late, but I have been known to take a nap that late. Sometimes my husband gets home from work and he's like, you look shattered, go have a sleep. So I have a quick nap before dinner. It can be very refreshing. Or you sleep too long and you wake up and feel like groggy as hell. But hey, swings and roundabouts, eh? I love the 6-burner stove. I've missed having a 6-burner stove. There was one in Bleak Inlet at the lighthouse, but I didn't really hang out at the lighthouse much at all. Right, let's drop all this. Yeah. We'll go and explore the barn. And then we'll head into town. We'll look for a corpse on our way. There's a corpse that can sometimes have the Polaroid on them. Let's eat something. Let's actually eat one of the cans. The heavy cans. Your son has a lot of requirements today. Yeah. Kids, eh? Halloween costume, cheese, olives, crackers, printer, ink, barbecue. Yep. My son today was particularly demanding, I understand. I actually don't have any torches, so that's a good point. No, don't have fuel. Take a torch. Alrighty. Thanks for the lurk, and I hope you get a good nap. I'm gonna eat a candy, hang on. Right. I do not eat with my mic on, by the way, so I know people have issues with eating sounds, so I always try to avoid doing that. I bought Halloween candy and then I've eaten a lot of it. Ah, there's a rope here, good to know. Oh, scrap metal would be good for when I forge, though I probably would just get scrap metal from. Okay, another hacksaw. It's a good sound it makes. Here's the snare. It's quite usually always here. There's leather in the box. How's my moose hide satchel actually? Good lord, you're close. Jesus, it's wolf choir practice time. Nope, underneath. Ugh, the drawer, please. PlayStation, thank you. I want to put that leather in there. You going for a bunny, or are you trying to come in here for me? I can't remember if he runs in here or not. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. But hey. Go for it, bro. Yeah, I thought not. I don't think so. Don't need the pry bar. Yeah, run and cry. This bunny's probably got nothing on it. Ravaged. Ravaged. Nothing to harvest. Right, we know that they run around over here. So this is where we will put our snare. Here. If you're ever Polaroid hunting, now I believe there is a backpack up here that may contain it. So this will be my first little stop. Hi Rock, you're on a boring work call, are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, I think it's up here. Sometimes it's not here, which means that the Polaroid is not here. I think it's here? Is it up higher? I can't remember. Can I see anything? Gosh, they're just going for it with the bunnies, huh? Oh boy, am I stuck? I better not. No, yep, okay. I thought it was just up here, so it may not be that it spawned here. Unless it's at the next rock. Yeah, the weather's turning to shit. There was a sapling over here. It's only midday. Might as well get the saplings now that we are going to forge in the next region. I'm amazed my torch is still lit. Obviously it's going to be too windy shortly, I think. Could just go around the long way. Not particularly worried about being caught in a blizzard in Melton. It's like pretty easy to navigate. But at the same time, it's probably not the best decision. Yeah, we'll just head this way. We should be able to get inside somewhere. Pretty quick. Town's just up there, so... It seems to be just snowy and windy rather than full blizzard just yet. Though, that will change. Hi dear. There's an awful lot of you. I'm gonna have some fun hunting later. I don't think there's anything in here. Oh, there's a dead guy. Hello, dead guy.
This stuff will come in handy.
Thank you for farming some feathers for me. Wow, I think there's 4. Nice. I think no matter what difficulty I'm on, I'm always going to pick up the sticks. Sticks are life. I've never seen a deer this far up into town. Chase it right into town. Means if there's a wolf in town, he might take him instead of me, which would be good. Keep running. Oh, we're gonna go that way. Okay. Oh, I didn't go for the body on the way for the Polaroid, but that's okay. When we head back to stay there for the night or whatever, we can go to the one corpse that I know that might have the Polaroid. One of the other options is all the way at the plane. I'm trying to recall. I think... Ah, one of the Polaroid options is actually in the basin. I should have looked before I came up. But that's okay. We can always look when we go back down there for the rest, later in our time here. There's nothing in there, I don't think. I left the pry bar behind. That's fine. Not inaccessible. Oh, this one's accessible this time. Should probably give up on trying to carry a torch anyway. I think it's probably going to be too windy soon. This far into the game with Voyager, the looting's not quite so crucial, but it's just it's nice to know you've looked everywhere. Kind of nice sometimes to just go and collect everything. I have so much toilet water. It's gonna have to store stuff at grandmother's as well. I usually do that when I'm here. I have two little bases in a way. Okay, just looking at the uptime. It's nearly at 2 hour point, so I'm going to have a wee break in a minute. Oh, coffee. Thank you. Do a quick shout out to Rockwell, remember? Right.
What's this? Are you kidding me? Oh my god.
That's right.
Ugh. Researching container. Alrighty. Am I carrying spray paint? No. Quite often I'll spray, because Milton is, there's just so much to it, I'll spray the doors of places I've searched. Oh, Lanjark, did you play a sound? For some reason I didn't hear it. It might come through late. There might be a delay on the sound alerts. Because I don't have spray paint, I'm just going to leave I'm actually going to leave a mushroom outside this door. Then when I have spray paint, I can probably spray paint it later. But, oh, I don't need that right now. Hello, Milton. Yeah, I don't know why that sound's not come through. I hope you guys heard it. I have seen Wellington Paranormal. It's very funny. And a lot of it was filmed not far from me at all, so that's quite fun. And I've had a couple of friends be guest stars, and because Wellington is a small place. So, yeah. Very fun, that show. Highly recommend. Oh good, you heard it. Thank you. That's your knowledge of New Zealand. Well, it's pretty spot on for Wellington, that's for sure. You know, without the actual paranormal aspect of it, but the it's got a lot of inside jokes actually. So
This'll come in handy.
I'm surprised at how well it's done in the American market, because you'd think you'd kind of almost have to be a Kiwi to understand it, but it seems to have done really well. Oh yeah, so he was in Miramar, was he? Yeah, that's just that's funny. Yeah, Peter Jackson doesn't drive to the airport now, which I think is stupid because he lives probably in the closest suburb to the airport you can get. He takes his helicopter, so you know things have changed when you take your helicopter to the airport. About 2 minutes to the airport. Oh, I'll have you when I can pick it up.
I'll take it.
Keep finding flares. Right, let's go back in and get it. Thank you. Pretty sure my revolver is... Yeah, nearly 4, so that would be quite handy. Oh.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
The lights just turned off. Good old Wi-Fi timer lights. Sometimes they turn off while you're still up. Oh, Astrid, I assure you, you've definitely been more hungry. Definitely. Fairly recently, you have been more hungry. The creaky sound effects in this game, like the audio, the sound design is always excellent. Alrighty. We'll head into Grandmother's next and store some stuff, and I will run and take just a couple of minutes break, run to the bathroom, refill my drink, etc. Not a lot in here. Alright, we can probably drop another mushroom for now. And yeah, let's go up to Grandmother's. Probably pop this hood actually as well. We can store some stuff here. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna load up some clips. Excuse me while I spam the chat for a minute or two. Load up some clips with from some friends. And I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Guys go crazy for they lose their minds the way I want. I think it's time. And he goes la 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 warm the boys are waiting. Warm it's like my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right, it's better than yours, I could teach you, but I have to charge. Milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, they're like, it's better than yours, damn right, it's better than yours.
Zoom, motherfucker.
Or is that perfect chips, Wolf? Yeah, okay, that's perfect chips, Wolf. I'm like, I hear a wolf, is that me? Oh, it is me. It is me. Okay, those shout-outs kind of suck, don't they? Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, spot on time pass, mate. Oh my god. Right, Oh my god. Piss off, mate. Oh my god. Damn, that was a terrible time. I don't believe for 1 second that cat's got work boots for starts.
Oh, yeah, I smell bad, don't I? I smell really bad.
If he's out. What the hell? Where did he come from? That works.
Come on.
Now, where did he come from?
I'm back. Hopefully you got some fun clips.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Let's have a wee nosy around here. So yeah, you end up having 2 bases in Milton because Grey Mothers is obviously so central and easy to get to. But I like the farm as like an actual base. Though Grey Mothers does have good storage and... I mean they're much of a muchness really. So I will just store some stuff here so that I'm not heavy when I'm running around town, etc. But I will, yeah, will probably still continue to base myself down at the farm. Don't need that because my cooking's at level 5. I would just be burning it. Go over here. Soda. Alright. Sorted it. What is that up there? Pot plant. Very dead pot plant. Probably been sitting there for months. More water. I've probably found 4 litres of water now. Let's put some away. Yeah. But is it a pot plant? Probably not. If it is, I imagine they harvested it before they ran. Hopefully. Also, you normally grow those kind of like under lights, don't you? Probably needs a bit more heat than sitting in the on top cabinet in a kitchen in Canada, I guess. Oh yes, there's always revolver bullets under here, I forget about that. And you know, the trusty candy bar that you leave by your bed. Seems like a logical place to leave a candy bar. I'm good. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. I think I've seen that picture too. It's like in a row of other houses and you can tell because the roof is clear. Okay, my husband's just scouring the bookshelves for something. Yeah, see what's behind this today. Oh, maple sapling, nice. Okay, that was handy.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Combat boots. Let's put those somewhere they can actually be seen, huh? Like, you know, in the middle of the landing. I don't think there's anything else in here. Let's check in Lily's room. Yeah, I think that's why a lot of people grow them in basements or something, don't they? So that you can kind of hide it a bit more, but... in the UK and lots of other places they don't have basements, like we don't do basements. So there's other ways. Australia, they grow it in the bush? Really? That's funny. Yeah, I wonder what they do here. Probably like, we've got a lot of, you know, wilderness too. Middle of nowhere, so that could be a possibility. Alright, well I think we've looted Greymothers. Let's go put some more stuff in this cabinet. Oh, Maisie, my dog's having a good scratch on the rug. She's, yeah. Was that good? Did that help? She loves it when sometimes we remove that rug. I'll put the saplings down here to clean it or whatever, and then when it comes back she's so excited. She's like, oh, she just rubs her face all over it. It's a good scratcher. It's a wool rug with a bit of texture to it. She's just like having the time of her life. I found an acre of weed growing into a military firing range a decade or so. That's that's very inventive. Right, I'll leave a couple of you. Maisie O's. She's looking at me like, what? I'm itchy. Oh, dogs. Surprised she's not like stood by the bedroom door and stared at me yet like she does when she wants us to go to bed. She's like, why are we still up? I want to go to bed. She can go to bed anytime she likes. The door is always open. But, no, she wants me to go with her. She's very spoiled. She gets to sleep in the bed with us. Alrighty. I'm happy. I'm not overweight, so, I have not found spray paint, so I'm going to leave a random book. Obviously, I know I'm based here, so I won't bother here, but I'm going to grab a couple of books. I'm going to leave random books outside houses. Let's go look around the rest of town. I'm bound to find spray paint. I always find way too much of it. And Milton. If you're going to use them, keep them somewhere you can access them. Alrighty, so we've done kind of the road up to town and these little houses here. So in the bank is, I think, our next port of call. I think I got these, didn't I? So I need to pop them. Good night. Husband's off to bed. Don't have the pry bar with me, that's why I left that one. Okay. I've played quite a bit of Interloper now. I do like it. And I do have a PC Interloper run that I play during the day. I stream at like 2:30 in the afternoon New Zealand time. Which I'll be playing again on Friday. But yeah, this is my long-term run. I kind of wanted it to be a bit more relaxing, and I really like Voyager, so... But, oh, I will take that actually. Though I'm, yeah, I think I said earlier I'm not going to update my PlayStation when the expansion comes out. It doesn't come out for PlayStation till February anyway. Late January, February I think is their estimate. But I'm going to leave it, the update, because I've turned automatic updates off. And I'm going to leave it that way until this run is done. till I reach my full year, because I'm nearly halfway and I don't really want to I don't really want to lose it. So sorry, I'm a bit all over the place here. But when it comes out on PC, I'll be playing it day one. Excited about that, and I imagine I will be doing some Voyager runs and then some Lopa runs of the new place, the new regions, because there's 3 coming out. The first one is coming out. There it is. It's coming out day one, but it's going to have multiple connector regions. Going to shoot for 500 on the expansion. Yeah. So this run was supposed to go to 500. I was going to do the year and then I was going to push it out past that.
This stuff will come in handy.
But now I'm just going to do the year and move on. I can try and do 500 on the PC maybe, or I could just do a new PlayStation run when it updates. I have had issues with long games on PlayStation anyway. I mean, I know the update may fix that, but at the moment, the last time I got a run to 250 days, the file became kind of unplayable. It would just crash every time the game saved. I'd get a blue screen. Well, not every time. But a lot of the time, to the point where every time I'd go into a building, or I'd sleep, or I'd do anything that would cause the game to save, I would be basically crossing my fingers and hoping it didn't crash. And it crashes to like a blue screen, and then you have to reboot the game on PlayStation, and you're back where your last save was. And it was just incredibly frustrating. So I abandoned my 250-day run at 254, so that I didn't have to cope with that anymore. So I don't know if that's just PlayStation's, like I know other people that have had issues with really long running PlayStation runs, or whether it was just bad luck for me and it won't happen again. I don't know. So it'll be interesting to see how this one goes. If it happens to this run, then yeah, I guess I'm done with it. I have to abandon it. But especially when if the game crashes, the stream stops too. So if it starts to do that, it's not like I can just restart and go back to where I was. I actually have to restart the stream too. So it would basically be the end of the series. Which, you know, I mean, I would have got a good way in by that point, I think, but yeah, it does suck. So I will probably be shooting for 500 days on PC, and I have all the achievements to get on PC, because I'm actually on my husband's PC, and he doesn't have anything, so it's kind of nice to have a fresh achievement run. I barely have anything on his PC. Oh, less than 10. So when I get my new PC next year, I'm gonna build a new PC. 9. My Steam account. I actually don't know this. I have played The Long Dark on my Steam account, but I've been playing it on his. So I think I'll have to get the expansion on my Steam account and then borrow it from my library so that I get oh no, that doesn't work either. I'd have to log in as me, I think, to get until my PC is set up so that I have it on my Steam achievements and stuff. But it's quite nice having a fresh slate with the achievements though. If I go to the library, pretty sure I've definitely logged 54. Okay, so like 9 rather. I missed the second number though. What was it? Around 30 something. Oh, I can't see any of the games. Interesting. Can't see The Long Dark on my Steam. I definitely have it. Oh well. Anyway, I'll work all that out. There we go. And it was 54? No? Yes? Ooh, 55.
Take it.
You won't actually. It's just cash. It's useless, right? Especially at this point when I don't need Tinder. I have to try and remember there's an unopened locker in here, and though that I doubt it has anything that desperately that I need anyway. How do you even build a PC? Well, you buy a case and you buy all the parts and then you put it all together. But yeah, it'll be my first full PC build in many years. I've had a MacBook for a long time, and I have been using my husband's during the day to stream and stuff. Have my own PC for the first time in about 10 years. How do you tell if the parts are compatible? So there's websites that help you with this. So I use something called PC Part Picker, and it is international. There is probably a version of the site for almost everywhere, and you basically put in, it asks you to pick like a particular component, and then it'll then tell you the next component. When you go to the next component, it'll tell you what's compatible with that first one, etc., etc., and all the way along it'll keep telling you, it'll make it quite obvious. And then it does highlight some issues, like it did tell me that I needed to make sure that the BIOS was in a particular setting, version rather, to be compatible with blah 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 blah. It does give you kind of warnings on the site, and then it tells you, it basically shows you where you can buy each part, and it gives you a total at the end. It's really clever. So that's what I've been doing. And I started with a case that I really liked, because, sometimes you like something to be a bit colourful and fun. So I picked a colourful and fun sort of turquoise case that I wanted to build it in. And then it told me the dimensions of it, so I could pick that on the site, and then it told me everything that would fit within that case. In terms of, do I need more micro parts than standard size and all that sort of stuff. I'm not amazingly knowledgeable on this. My husband luckily is, and the internet helps. Pretty sure. Hang on. Yeah, so when you go... Yeah, it is, yeah. So, if you go here, and then at the top left it has PC Builder, and it's kind of like a step-by-step, builder. It's great. It's a lifesaver. So yeah, I'm going to be, I don't get paid again until mid-January, because I'm off work all this year to look after my daughter. So I return to work on the 9th of January, and every payday for the first 3 or 4 months I'm going to be buying something. Not the first payday, because it's going to be like, oh my god, we need to pay bills, but every payday after that, it's going to be, I'm going to buy a motherboard, I'm going to buy the power supply, I'm going to buy, until I have hopefully all of it paid for, maybe May. I have asked though for Christmas and probably for my birthday in April. My family always want to give me vouchers and things, so I have asked for vouchers to like a large PC retailer, PC parts retailer here in New Zealand, so that I can use that towards it. And I'm sure my husband will. My husband's actually got a couple of solid state drives and other parts that he's just replaced that are still very good. I've already done all of this. Okay, cool. That he's replaced that, he may pass on, so it's not going to be... I don't have to buy absolutely everything, but I will probably have to buy most things. Oh yeah, I look forward to having my own PC build and streaming more on PC and setting up a little space, because I'm going to have an office, my office set up again in the bedroom, At the moment, my daughter is sleeping in the bedroom with us, but she will be moving in to share with her brother. I'll have my office set up again so that I can work in there during the day, and then I'm going to get a switcher. I've heard about these switches, which I think is so good. So you can have your monitors, your mouse, your PC, your keyboard and everything plugged into my work dock, and then at the end of the day, I can press a button. Essentially, it's a little bit more complicated. I can basically switch a few things over and be on my work my personal PC, without having to move stuff around, because I don't want to have to change my laptop over and unplug and plug in everything. And yeah, so I've heard about these switches, which are very cool. A $10,000 GPU, that's madness. That's absolute madness. I think I priced my build out to be about $1,350. It's not top of the range. It's about kind of mid-range, maybe a little bit higher in some aspects, but I'm not looking to play incredibly high-end 4K stuff. Like, I'm not planning any of that. So $1,350 New Zealand's not bad. Oh, hello. 89% too. Might put that in grandmother's house, so I know it's here. Every now and then, you never know, you might lose your rifle. Somehow, leave it somewhere or do something stupid. It's always good to know where there's a spare. Always forget that it might be in that car, actually. I think I did know that. It's nearly bedtime anyway, so let's go to grandmother's. Do some more searching in the morning. We should probably check on what day we are. And check on stats. But yeah, hopefully you can that's useful to you. It's funny, sometimes I come in here and I'm just like, I kind of expect grandmother to just be sitting there waiting for me. I will be playing Wintermute episode 2, by the way, in a week or two. Right, so I want to drop I mean, stuff like this is kind of annoying to arrange, so I'll just drop the stuff that's like, you know, stackable. It's arrangeable. Time is it? Oh, it's 10:30, okay. Probably got an hour left in me, I imagine. I'm getting pretty tired, but we'll aim for at least half an hour. But it'll probably be closer to an hour from now. Right, let's go store that rifle in here, because it's weighing me down. Nice. Also found 2 more spray cans. Let's get rid of them. I'm going to spray a weapon symbol on the door too. I can get rid of these books now. I was going to use them kind of as markers, but alrighty. We're only just overweight. Yeah, not too bad. Excuse me. Probably won't sleep here actually. I might go sleep in one of the town houses. Continue moving forward with my search. Eventually end up at the Orca tomorrow. I'm gonna do there isn't a weapon, is there? There's tools. If I do tools, it'll remind me that there's a gun in here. Spray paint was kind of scoffed at when it was first introduced, but it actually is very useful, and it's useful for painting arrows on the ground. It's not just useful for like the aspect that will appear on a map. Especially in like a blizzard, you can if you think, oh, If you think you might end up in, you know, need to find your way somewhere. Actually, I'll take that metal as well. It actually is kind of, it actually does come in handy. A bit more than you expect it to. I kind of want to stash that now, or I'll forget to get it out of my inventory and I'll just carry it around like an idiot. Alright, let's do that. It's funny about water towers, I always found them really odd. It's not something that we ever have really had here. Yeah, a trail off the ice fishing hut. Underwhelms. Yeah, I mean, I'm so used to just leaving it behind and not bothering with it. But when I'm doing something like searching Milton, oh, what am I doing? Wrong way around. Searching Milton, which, you know, has so many houses, and I don't know 100% for sure if I'm going to get them all looked through the stream, so it kind of feels like maybe I should mark them in case I pick up the search and I'm not sure where I left off. Yeah, marking on the ground for particular things, marking where I've left stuff, especially when you're on PlayStation, mainly because on PlayStation, writing notes is an absolute nightmare. So if I know I've got tools in one place, clothes in another place, food in another place, the actual markers are quite useful on the map. I can be like, oh, okay, I know there's food there. Tools probably means I've got hatchet, knife, or even weapons, guns, in a location. Learning the caves is a great idea, because oh my god, do I get lost in some of the caves. I'm going to definitely do that in HRV actually, because I find ice caves and stuff like that. I do find some caves very confusing. That's a great idea. Let's search this little busted car. Let's have a beverage. Oh, you ever get to a point in your day where you realise that you have barely drunk anything? Which is what I did today. I felt so stupid, but my husband came home. I'd been out for dinner at my mother's, and I suddenly realised, oh, I've gotten out in the dead end. I can't search the trunk. I'm stuck. I suddenly realised that I'd had maybe one drink the entire day. I was like, oh my god, I need to look after myself better. I need to hydrate. Can you go through here? No. Come on, game. Come on, game. Come on, there's a gap. Come on. Ugh. Astrid's tiny, let her in. Not that there's really ever anything in the post office, but let's have a nosy anyway. We should have a really quick look. What, we should look at what day we're on. 159, nice. We have spent 1 day in Mountain Town. Okay. I guess that makes sense. There we go. I've also spent a day in Fallen Muskeg, but I don't think that counter is set up properly yet. I love how, like, it'll probably tick over actually. It'll tick over soon, I think. Because I spent all that time trying to get here. And then, I've really only just looked around and slept a night. I haven't got to the full 48 hours yet. Finding a lot of food, which is great. Cooking level 5 at this point. It means anything I find is still game, which is great. Alrighty. Sometimes in these bins there's crackers. Not today. I'm going to find so much food here actually that I think I'm just going to keep her probably almost full the entire time. We'll just keep eating. She can just have a nice relaxing month in Milton where she just eats all day long. The dream, really. Because I'm carrying an exorbitant amount of water as well. It's very handy when you find all the ruined stuff and you're like, yep, not a problem. Switched. Oh yeah, you can't spray the glass here. Indeed, that's how time works, Astrid. That's how time works. I like to zigzag when I search Milton. Helps me keep track, kind of in a way. I could go down one street and up the other, I guess, but gotta keep it interesting. Yet more granola. Nothing there. Right, if there's a bed in here, we'll sleep. If there's not, we'll move on. That'll be my deciding factor. I don't think there will be. I think it's one of those empty places. Oh, it might be actually.
I think I can use this.
I wanted to find spray paint. Now I'm finding spray paint everywhere I go. Oof, this place was kind of ransacked, huh? Oven doors off. Wow, there's nothing here.
Probably useful.
It's interesting how empty the houses are, especially on like Interloper. Like, a lot of people say Interloper is most realistic because when you leave you take everything. But when if I left my house tomorrow and the island is dead, let's leave, there's been too many earthquakes, the economic situation's bad, now we're getting freaking auroras where the wolves attack, this is just too much, we need to leave. I would not be taking the can of chickpeas and the bag of random mixed nuts from the back of my cabinet. Maybe some people would box up everything in their pantry, but there's definitely some stuff in there that I'm like, yeah, that can probably be left behind, especially in a hurry. But yeah. I'm looking forward to the item variety that they've mentioned about in the dev diary too. Because, you know, it'd be nice to have some new foods, some new drinks, some new... just, yeah, some variety. Yeah. Would be great. Got so much cloth, I feel like I should repair everything. Have 100% clothing when I leave Milton. Alrighty, can barely walk. Can literally barely walk with all this gear, Astrid. 8 litres of water, right. Recipes, yeah. Well, I'm guessing they've probably looked at stuff that's already in mods, like, you know, I know some people have, like, hot cocoa and peanut butter crackers, yeah. I think my lowest item clothing is 85, yeah. Well, we can repair it anyway. We have the technology. Okay. And I think it's probably too dark to read, but we can try. Yeah. Okay. My stomach keeps rumbling. I'm not even feeling that hungry. It just keeps making noise. Oh, did you see that? I got an error message just then that said you're too advanced to read this book. I didn't see the whole message though. Should we try that again and see what the message says? It'll probably be too dark to read right now, but I can't read that. But when I close out of the menu... oh, it's not going to say that. Okay. Alrighty. Should we try it again when it's light? Curious to know what it says. Oh, it just says drop now. I actually can't attempt to read it. So my skill is too high to... alrighty, to read it. What about this one? This one's okay. Don't think I've ever had that before. But I suppose finding books in late game is, yeah. Might as well eat some ruined granola bars. Yeah, it did the next time, but you know how at the moment there's that weird bug where something will fail and then you exit another menu and then it tells you failed? I don't know if you're seeing that. It was doing that, but very briefly it popped up with your skill is too advanced or something. And then when I next went into the book, I didn't have the option, it just said research completed. It was interesting. It's like I'd not seen that error message before. Alrighty. Let's go. 158 days, 13 hours, 58 minutes. I wonder if the load screens will improve or get worse with PlayStation and the update. Probably get worse by my guess. Nice. Okay, moving on. Can't go in here. Can't go in here. Can't go in there. This is burned down. What about the ones behind? Okay, burned down. Oh, stuck. Can you go through? I think you can, yeah. Burn down, burn down, burn down. Oh, there's one at the end. Okay. Car. Stuck on the tiniest little fence post because Astrid doesn't have knees. Come on. Really? Ugh. Silly. To get my pry bar and like come all the way through town and just go through every car. Not that there's probably much of excitement anyway. Right. Nothing. Oh, this one's got the Canadian flag. That's interesting. How the bank manager... Well, in the story mode, the bank manager has the Canadian flag on his house. Alrighty. I find houses with the flag outside normally have better stuff, but that's not probably been proven. It's just, it's just my own theory. More canned food. Firewood. Pressed the wrong thing on my chat. What's happening there? Alrighty, just, yeah, Nicole was 75 and Alien 58%. Jeez.
This'll come in handy. I'll take it.
I'm now muting to yawn. You know it's getting late when? Anything? No. I actually don't know why I check clothing drawers anymore. There's not really anything better than what I've got. It's just habit. I always look at this picture and think it's Jesus.
Nobody needs this anymore.
But I don't think it is. I'm not going to look at clothing drawers anymore. Unless something goes horribly wrong and I need clothing. Hopefully that will not happen. Plan to avoid the bear. Excuse me. Actually, I will take that sewing kit. I'll just put it at grandmother's so I know where it is. More water, please. Give me all the town's water. I'll be limping back to grandmother's with 9 litres of water. I will get my revolver out because the wolves are singing their songs. Okay. So there's one hidden back here, isn't there? Oh, and the one directly across the street. I didn't paint this one either. Her poor hands, they always look so rough. So I need to do that one just there. Let's do that first. Let's search this. Suppose, yeah, I really don't need to rush to loot. What if I've only done a day so far? Has it ticked over to 2 yet? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, okay.
I could use this.
Oh, full set. I should paint tools on this door. A feather, interesting. Okay. Latin fuel. Basically, I'm skimming the town clean, and then I'm gonna leave it in a couple of locations. And if I do come back through here, or decide after my full year that I need to continue on somehow, excuse me, which I won't be able to do if I update the game anyway. I know they're here. I don't know. There might be another circumstance where I come back through, I guess. It's interesting that all the trunks are locked. It's not normally the case. There's normally a couple that you can open. It's funny that they're putting stuff under the visors now. There's a YouTuber I watch called Accurize who used to play The Long Dark a lot on his channel. His channel used to basically mainly feature The Long Dark, but lately he's been playing a variety of games, and they're still very entertaining. But yeah, I kind of miss him playing The Long Dark. He always checks behind the visors, and he's always said, eventually, sometime, they're going to put stuff behind there. Eventually, I'm going to find something. And I think it's funny that they've announced it, when they probably could just have put something there and waited for someone to find it. That would have been funny to me. Especially if it was him. I need to check his most recent videos and see if I can leave him a comment and say, hey, did you see about the visors? Because I think he'll find that really fun. Yeah, I know, yeah. Was Urban Legend. And I like how it's going to be notes that lead you to somewhere else. I was teasing Dunn because he said, oh, I look forward to finding stuff behind the visors. And I was like, you don't read notes. He hates reading notes. He never reads them. And I've said, look, this is going to bite you in the ass because there's some places in the game you have to read the note. Or you can't you can't achieve everything. But yeah, so I was like, yeah, that won't help you if you don't bother. You're looking for shades. Hey, Casey. Nice to see you. Welcome in. Yep, I've always got at least probably 2 or 3 pairs of sunglasses in my car. I've got quite sensitive eyes to light, so I've always got sunglasses. It can just be quite a glary, sort of overcast day, and I'm like, yep, give me my shades. Alright, I'm comfortable that we have looted town. So now we just have like the Orca, and the area leading up to Mystery Lake. We need to look for the Polaroid. I've not looked in Polaroid places. We need to go to the church. We need to go up to Spruce Falls Bridge, try and avoid the bear, or maybe even just kill the bear. Why not? We need to look down to the plain. We need to look in the cave on the way to the plain. We've got quite a few things that we can still do. And many days to do them in, so I'm not too worried about rushing through it. Right. Cool. Right, what we are going to do though is we're going to head back to Grandmother's and get rid of all this heavy stuff before we go anywhere else. Because it's just lunchtime basically, so we'll do that and then we will maybe head to Orca in that part of town. No, it's really, it's not fun having sensitive eyes, it's definitely not. She's doing her deep breathing because I'm making her carry like 10 litres of water. It's alright Astrid, you're gonna go and get rid of it all. I mean honestly, I tease her, but if I was carrying 50 kilos on my back I would be making... I would be complaining a lot harder than she is right now. Oh, I didn't paint tools on that house that had tools in it. Oh well. I doubt I will be so desperate for a knife and a hatchet that I'll be coming in here and scouring the houses for them. I'm not too worried. Alrighty, we made it, Astrid, we made it. I think we're going to go down to the Orca, loot it a little bit, probably get the house on the way to the Orca, and then we're going to go to bed, because I am very tired. I'm starting to get sleepy as... Well, thank you, Ellie. It was really lovely to have you, and don't worry at all about lurking. You're always welcome, and I appreciate it, and I hope the rest of your day goes well. Look after yourself, and I'll see you another time. Do it by category, Cora. Do it by category. Probably put some sodas in here, actually. No, I'll leave them on the table in the kitchen. I'll be sensible. And they're not going to disappear while I'm in Milton, but still, better safe than sorry, hey. Can do the tea, though. Oh, I've used this one. I can get rid of that. Arrow shaft. Flare shell. Oh no. Take that back with us. What happened there? What did I do? Line. Casing. Oh, yeah, I'll hang on to that. And... pressing the wrong damn buttons. Alrighty. It's pretty good. I have a theory this is why Will is trying so hard to find Astrid. Astrid has locked in the briefcase Will's last inhaler. Thank you for the howl, Moptan. A woo to you too. Welcome in. Nice to see you. Hope you're good. As you can see, we are in Milton. We're 2 days into our month in Milton. This is map number 6 of my 12. So after this we'll be halfway, which is pretty cool. And I'm just very pleased to be in a relatively easy map. After spending a month in Bleak Inlet, which was a bit painful. And of course, it's going to be windy. I'm going to head down towards the Orca. We're going to take our revolver out because there's a wolf jerk on the pond over here, as always. Stream's a bit delayed. Is that me? Well, I don't know how long did it take me to say that. I'm only looking at the chat every 5-10 seconds or so. I look at what I'm doing. I look at the screen. Oh, it was you. Okay. No worries. I did notice that there is a little bit of PlayStation lag this evening. I'm not 100% sure why. So it's not the stream. If you see Astrid sort of stutter as she walks forward. It's happened a few times, and it's the PlayStation for some reason, not the stream. Don't quite know why. It's only happened twice that I've noticed in the hours that I've been streaming, but boring call ended. Oh, yay! Welcome, Rourke. Nice to see you. Hope you're good. That was a very long call. My gosh. Very long call indeed. So slow, Astrid, so slow is the wind. Don't worry, I had messed up opening up my Twitch tabs. Oh, yeah. Don't worry. Hi, bunnies. Don't worry, you're mostly safe from me, as most people will know. Though I am getting better. And I'm on PlayStation today, so I'm not going to be like I was on PC the other day where I couldn't even aim at them. Couldn't even snap their necks, rather. I don't even have a stone in my possession. You are safe. What'd you miss? I left Bleak Inlet last stream and was in the cave when I started the stream. And I've gone through Fallen Muskeg with some fog for a day and a bit because I couldn't get through. And then I came up to the Milton Basin, and then I came up to the farmhouse. I've based myself in the farmhouse, but I've now looted the crap out of Milton, and I'm heading towards the Orca. Will there be more of 300ville? What, my Urbex town? Yeah, sure. I'm probably going to do some Urbex streams. I'm going to do an Urbex stream for my charity streaming that's coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, Mop 10, I get that. So I'm keeping this run going until the year is over, and then I will update my PlayStation after that. That's the plan. Yeah, so I'm doing charity streams for Toys for Tots for the channel Indie. It's coming up soon. 2nd to the 12th of November. I am streaming on, I think, the 2nd, the 8th, the 11th. No, there's more. 2nd. I'll have to look it up. I know I'm definitely streaming the 2nd, the 8th, and the 11th, but there's one more in there somewhere. And I'm streaming a variety of things. All those streams will be kind of awkward for if you're based in the US, but if you're based in, well, it's kind of this time really. 150. It's 160. So, and it's this is the 3rd day I think of being in Mountain Town. I'm decided I'm going to spend half my time up here and half my time down in the basin messing about, doing some hunting or whatever down there and just chilling out down there, because I don't get to spend that much time in the basin. And then I've got to spend 30 days in Fallen Muskeg. But yeah, so I was going to continue this run past the year. I was going to try and do 500 days, finally get that PlayStation achievement, but I don't think between now and February, which is likely when the late January, early February, which is likely when the update will hit PlayStation, I don't think I'm going to get everything done. Especially seeing I return to work in January, I'm not going to be streaming as often. I'll be streaming more at night, so more this kind of time stream rather than my daytime stream, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it in the time that I've got, especially with everything else that's coming up. Like November and December are quite busy for streaming random other things or doing tournaments, etc. So yeah, I'm a little bit nervous that I won't get it done in time. So I've decided to not update my PlayStation and just finish it, do 365 and then abandon it after the year. Shoot a flare off the summit or something, I don't know. Before this game you were tempted to moving to the Antarctic. Don't know if you can move there. You can definitely, they definitely allow tourists back there now, apparently. Okay, well I don't have a pry bar. It's all the way back at the farm. I just realised. There's one in the truck quite often though up the road, so I might go there first. Before I give up on the orca. Yeah, that's my pry bar. You can't come in here sound. I need to turn my lamp back on. The lamp next to me is just turned off on the timer. Must be 11 o'clock? Yes it is. It's better. Oh right, yeah. Job opportunities, huh? Yeah, the yeah, cartographer, you just, oh there we go. Once you've done it, you're kind of like, oh, that was a lot, I'm going to start a new game. Though what I did with, actually my 250-day run was a run I'd done cartographer on, and then, God, you're getting stuck all the time, Astrid. I'd done cartographer on, and then I kept it going. But I had, oh my god, I had an extraordinary amount of loot, and that might be why the PlayStation game got corrupted, because it couldn't cope with all the loot loading in or something, I don't know. Late afternoon. Force your way in here, Astrid. Yeah, I really like the basin too, Rourke. I just saw that message, sorry. I've got the opportunity to make a couple of more arrows too, so I thought I might do some archery practice down there. And then eventually, once I'm done down there, I'm moving to Muskeg, so I'll have the chance to forge finally. Oh, alright. Yeah, let's go count penguins, that sounds fun. What's the internet like there? Can I stream? I bet it's not as fast as it is here. Oh, bullets. No snow days. Drink tea with penguins. Yeah, that sounds good. When I'm done, Milton's gonna have the most amazing stockpile in 2 different locations on the map. And I will probably never come back here. But hey, looting's one thing to do, huh? When you're filling in 30 days, sometimes you need to find a couple of things to just do. The restricted, yeah. I know, I read an article about someone who runs a pub in Antarctica. I thought, well, that sounds kind of fun. Must do a lot of drinking down there, keep warm.
Yeah, welcome.
Oh, thank you, following Moha 5 Blade. Welcome to the chorus, I appreciate it.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
God, I found more pairs of fleece mittens than I found probably anything else in the game. I don't know why. I probably should have started keeping a counter for that. Greetings from Croatia. Lovely. I always wanted to come to your beautiful country. When I lived in Scotland, we always planned to come and do a holiday there. And it just never happened. So, we're going to come back to Scotland in not January. In September next year, hopefully. And I've said to my husband we should take a little holiday while we're there and go somewhere else, so that we're not just doing Scotland, we're also doing a little European trip. And I said to him, why don't we go to Croatia? So, if you can tell me what Croatia is like in September, I'm sure it's like the tail end of summer. It's probably lovely. It's probably the beginning of autumn. It's probably, yeah, definitely keen to visit. I'm gonna be so overburdened with food, so overburdened with food. But I can't help myself, have to loot it all. Right. Oh, you're going to Glasgow next year? Nice! So I live in New Zealand again now, but I lived in Scotland for 8 years. Yeah, I moved back to New Zealand nearly 6 years ago. Oh my god, I can't believe it's been that long, it's gone so fast. But yes, we haven't been back since we moved back to New Zealand. My husband is from Edinburgh, and he is, yeah, he's got a lot of friends that we miss. And they've all got children, or their children were babies when we left, and now they're like proper grown children. It's crazy. Alright, Astrid, you got, yeah, 13 kilos overweight. Let's hobble our way back. Summer is the best time, yeah. A yearly trip to Scotland to stock up the whiskey. I wish it was yearly. I think it's going to cost us like at least $5,000 to take all 4 of us back all that way. But my mother-in-law has said she wants to help with the cost. And when we get there, we'll barely spend any money, because we'll be staying with her and we'll be... But yeah, it's a very expensive endeavour with children. When it was just the 2 of us, it was a lot more affordable, but if we go before my daughter is 2, she doesn't cost us anything other than taxes, so we'll try and do that. Ain't no strategy, just be first. Well, first I would have to decide if the storms in the Everest area in Antarctica would be worse. Excited about the coming content. It was going to be awesome. Yes, yes, I'm very excited. I feel sorry for my husband though, because I'm going to be like, give me your PC. I have to play new TLD content. Though I am off till I don't start work till the 9th of January. And I'm not going to work Wednesdays. I'm going to be working 4 days a week. So there'll be a day a week where I can still stream during the day, and also where I can have the PC to myself. Though I don't know how well I'll be able to stream. I will have my son at home, and he's not the quietest person. 671, wow. Yes, this runs 160-ish, 160 now. My longest PlayStation run is 254. And that was a corrupt, unfortunately a corrupt PlayStation game rather than me actually dying. I'm hoping to do some really long PC runs when I get my own PC built next year. Because I am kind of enjoying it playing on PC. After many, many years of playing it on PlayStation, it's actually kind of... yeah, it's pretty good. For a long time I was like, no, console is just the only thing for me. But, you know, it's kind of nice being able to do both at the moment. Not sure why I picked up the cattail. I'm just going to keep moving. Just habit. Yeah, troops. So my son will be a child fair. Child fair is about 75... well, you probably know this because you travel quite a bit, but you may have heard. Child fair is normally 75% of adult. On some carriers it's 50% of adult, but that's usually domestic services rather than international. Babies are 25% of adult, usually around about that in taxes, because you don't actually pay fare for them, you just pay because they've got a lap, they sit on your lap, but you do have to pay the taxes. So when you put that together, basically you're paying for 3 full adults. I'm not too worried about the actual journey. I think with the 2 of us we'll manage. My daughter's a little bit more high maintenance than my son, though he can be quite difficult at times if he decides to dig his heels in, but I think what we would probably do would be fly to Singapore, or elsewhere, somewhere else that's, you know, kind of on the way that's fairly family friendly. Singapore's very family friendly and clean and everything. That when we were last there, they've got like Universal Studios, that's quite fun. Maybe have a night or two there, then do the rest of the journey, because it's a 40-hour journey door to door normally from my house to my mother-in-law's house. We did it a bunch of times when we lived there, and it's just so long and so tiring, and you spend a lot of time in layovers as well, just waiting and waiting and waiting. So excuse me, I'm yawning quite a lot. I may have to give up soon, I think, kids. I'm getting too tired. So it is a very, very tiring journey. I can drop all of this, really. Normally I'd arrange it really tidily too, but I don't think I've got that in me tonight, so I need to, I might actually do this. Make it really obvious, because I'll probably come back to this run and be like, I'll forget that it's even there. Pile of food, Koru, sort out the pile of food later. Note to self. Alright, what else do we want to store away in here? We probably picked up other stuff. Well, we don't need that much water for starters. Honestly, I'm staring at the screen just like my brain is starting to melt out my ears. So I think I will... what I might do is head to the church and then call it a day. And then at least I've gone somewhere else. But yeah, I'm too tired now to really play effectively. It's been too long a day. Oop, moved the wrong sewing kit, but that doesn't matter. I was going to take that back to the farmhouse. Get rid of the tackle. Should probably read some of that book. Oh yeah, I picked up new saplings I wanted to drop here. More cloth than I need. Nice. Alrighty. Oh yeah, I dropped everything. I was gonna say, where's my soda? Dropped it all. Alright. You got Canada or North Carolina? Oh. Well, I mean, I'm at the bottom of the world. So, sorry, excuse me. I think when I was, I think being Troop's probably kind of central. You're in Hong Kong, aren't you, Troop? So that's kind of like a good transiting place to get to, fly to lots of places without an obscene journey. But yeah, we're 12 hours from the States, 12 hours, 20, of flying, 24 hours of flying from the UK and Europe, between 8 to 12 hours from Asia, 3 to 4 hours from the east coast of Australia, and a good 5 to 7 hours from the west coast of Australia. And then other places that are easy for us to get to are like some of the Pacific Islands, are maybe only 5 hours journey. So they're not bad. Yeah, aviation hub, yeah. Ah, right, yeah, okay, yeah. So when I was younger and had my parents, we would go to Australia every year. So from the age of about 13 to about, 20, I went probably every year. They have a lot of really cheap deals on. There's one of the states in Australia is called Queensland, and it has Brisbane and the Gold Coast, and that's a real touristy, Florida-like kind of area. Always warm, basically, warm year round. So, A lot of people go there like in the winter time. We would go in July, which is the middle of our winter. And my grandfather had a beach house that he'd bought many years ago that was kind of a oh no, it wasn't actually, sorry, I'm mixing that up. My grandfather hired the same apartment every year. He had a beach house somewhere else here, sorry, I'm getting confused because I'm tired. He hired the exact same apartment on Bris Vegas on the Gold Coast every year in a place called Maroochydore. And we would go and join him sometimes to stay there. There's theme parks in that part of Australia too. Otherwise, there's just nice beaches. You can just relax. It's very chill. It's basically Australia's kind of holiday destination. Oh, Wolfcoat works again. And I've only been kind of to one Pacific island. I've gone to Rarotonga in the Cook Islands, which is literally paradise. It's unbelievably perfect. Not to live. I had friends that lived there for a job, a role for a couple of years, and they hated it. They said after 6 months they absolutely hated it. Being hot constantly because it never cools down. Having everything on the island costs like 4 times as much as it should because of it, how difficult it is to get stuff there. Not being able to get around the island without taking the 2 buses that the island has. The island being set up for the islands rather, but they're set up for tourists rather than people who live there. One of my friend couldn't work because of the visa he was on. His wife worked, but he couldn't, so he kind of was sitting around all the time. And it sounds like paradise. Chasing a deer? Chasing a bunny? Yeah. Sounds like paradise, and it is paradise, but when you live there and you can't work, you kind of get bored of the paradise fairly quickly. Yeah. And they did enjoy their time there overall, but they kind of were like, oh my god, we have to get out of here. They were so grateful to leave. And then the next posting she got was in the Caymans. And they were like, oh god, another island, but at least that one had like a bit more civilization. They also lived in Guernsey, which is an island off England, which is not tropical to say the least. Another knife, another hatchet, another lantern. Can tell that I'm tired when I start to mess up all my words. Any hurdle, I'm going to leave it here. We are going to sleep here for the night. Let's feed Astrid and get her to read a book. Eat the Saratoga Blade, yeah. My grandfather had quite bad asthma, and he found warm, sort of humid, humidity and warmth really helpful for that. So he found escaping the winter to that apartment every year was really helpful. But yeah, I can't remember the last time I had a holiday, to be quite honest. But in December, I'm going for a week with my mother-in-law, who's here in a couple of weeks. I've now lost the bed. We're going for a week up north, 8 hours drive up north, which I know sounds like nothing when you live in the US, but here it's like the entire North Island. We're going basically up to the top of the North Island to a place called the Coromandel, to a small town with an amazing beach. And we've hired a beach house that we're all going to stay in, and taking the dog, and we're just going to do nothing for a week. And there's a couple of places like an hour or so away that are nice to visit, like beautiful beaches that you can only access by foot as well, so you kind of drive 40 minutes and then have to walk a bit. And I just think it's just going to be lovely to have that kind of holiday. I can't remember the last time I actually had a holiday. But yeah. Anywho, I'm going to leave it there, my friends. I'm going to go and get some much needed sleep. And I will be back on... What day is it? It's Wednesday. I'll be back on Friday about 9:30. Thursday night EST, 9 p.m. But it's my Friday. So if you're in Australia or New Zealand, it'll be Friday afternoon. If you're in the UK, it'll be fairly early Friday morning, so I probably will not see you. But lovely to see you all. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciated having you along for the ride. It's been really nice to get into Milton. It's been a really chill stream, actually, not having too much of a threat going on. And we made it here, so yeah. Thanks again to those who followed, so too seldom for the follow. I missed you, thanking you for your follow. I apologise. I remember someone welcoming you in and being like confused, and then I realised it's because you followed. Landshark, thank you for the follow and for joining us, and I hope your streaming goes well. Thanks to all the sound redeems, and thanks Moha Blade for following. Greatly appreciate it. I'm gonna find someone to raid, which is usually this time of night. It's usually just a couple of folks. Thank you, Troop. Thank you, Roxy. Thank you, Casey. Oh, Kimiota's on, but he's got a lot of people watching. Pam is on. Let's raid Pam. I love Pam. Pam is doing Dead World. So if you don't know about Dead World is there's no animals in the game. There's no predators, which is quite nice and relaxing, but there's also nothing to kill either. Oh, my battery's not charging on my MacBook. That's a problem. I think it is now. Right, I might have to do this on my phone because I think my computer's about to die. But yeah, Pam's doing Dead World. There's a tournament that LD's doing coming up in December, so she's probably practicing for that. So Dead World training. So let's raid Pam. Thank you again for joining me, and I'll see you guys soon. Look after yourselves. Pam _ Pam _ I am. I think that's her name. Alright, my friends, see you soon.